friends. I'm at my maker space in Cranny Creek this morning, and yesterday I had built a huge bonfire to burn up some wood that was laying around, trees and so forth, and I had some clay buttons that I made for the purpose of building a raku kiln, and I'll explain that in another video. But one of the ways that American Indians fired clay was in a pit fire. So yesterday I took my clay buttons, put them on a concrete paver, and then put a flower pot on top of them, and then built the bonfire over top of them. And so today we're going to see whether that worked out. This ought to be interesting to see. Here we go. You can see part of the flower pot. When it was all really still hot and lots of coals, I put sand on top of the fire, and it does a couple of things. Boy, it's still warm in there. Wow, that's amazing. Through the entire night and all of the rain, you can still see it's hot in here. So that's incredible, actually. That what this does is it just will sit in here and simmer and make charcoal. So this is a big chunk of charcoal. It's interesting. Basically, once you get a fire going and you have lots of wood, if you starve the fire for oxygen, then that will create charcoal. And so I don't want to get my hands in here because this stuff is still hot. It's all charcoal. That's cool. Maybe I can dig the charcoal out and use it. I'll just leave it under here and let it continue because it's really hot. It's been since yesterday, and down under here should be. And it rained like crazy last night. Yeah, here's the concrete slab under here. Oh, my goodness, that is still really toasty hot. In fact, I think it's still on fire. I think after I'm done here, I will go ahead and put some more sand on his. And there are my fired little buttons. Holy cow, there. So if this were raw clay, it'd be very easy to break. And it does break, but it is fired clay. It's you can break it, but it's not raw clay anymore. You can hear it kind of clink. That means that's fired clay. So this was successful. Now I have the buttons that I can use. And what I'm going to use them for, oh, listen to it. I'm going to use them to wire in this high refractory. Hear it clink? Those are fired. Oh, that's awesome. That's very successful. And because they're black, the iron oxide in the clay reduced. If it was oxidized, they would be red. But reduction firing, the color of iron is black. Wow. And all this charcoal in here, that's pretty cool too. I love the idea that we were able to make charcoal also. And we'll collect this up and bag it up and reuse it. Those are really hot. Wow. This charcoal worked out great. My goodness. I think I'll just bury this back in the sand. There's the flower pot. See how it changed. But every single one of them fired nicely and didn't crack. That's pretty awesome. So here's the final product. We have the ceramic buttons. I just think this is cool as heck. These will be perfect. This is the way the American Indians would have fired clay. It's probably they discovered, building a fire over some clay dirt, that this stuff would get hard, and then they could make bowls and containers and so forth. I'm going to use these buttons to hold in, to wire in this refractory cloth to make a raku kiln. So that'll be the next step for this process. I just think it's cool as heck. With a bonfire, we were able to fire ceramics and make charcoal that we can use again to fire more ceramics, or we can use it for cooking or whatever. So anyway, you guys have a great day. This is Ray's Adventures on pit firing ceramics.